Good day. Here's the news at noon. First, the highlights. Wife of the Lagos State Governor advocates agriculture for women to promote food security, support environmental sustainability. Federal government invests 200 billion naira in agriculture to boost food production. On the foreign scene, United States President confirms successful attack on Iranian nuclear site. And in sport, the Super Eagles midfielder Wilfred Ndidi partners orders to host a 3,000 young football talent in Lagos. Now the details. I am Sarah Adesanya. Wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijake Sanwo-Olu, has encouraged women across the state to adopt urban agriculture practices with their homes to promote food security, improve household nutrition, and support environmental sustainability. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu made this call as part of activities marking the Lagos State Agricultural Development Authority, LSADA's 30th anniversary. Speaking on the importance of home-based agriculture, Mrs. Sanwo-Olu urged women to embrace urban farming, emphasizing that the smallest spaces can be creatively utilized. She further highlighted the importance of using modern techniques such as hydroponics, an innovative soil-less farming method that is ideal for urban areas where space is limited, saying the technique allows people without land to still grow their food efficiently, even in urban apartments. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu emphasized the Lagos State government's commitment to strengthening food systems through the establishment of food hubs and agricultural innovation hubs across the state's 5 divisions, designed to promote agricultural practices, improve access to fresh produce, and build resilience in the food value chain. She also spoke about the Every Home a Garden project, which aims to encourage residents to practice agriculture within their homes using accessible materials and techniques. That project aligns with the Renewed Hope initiative of the wife of the president Olurami Tinubu, which seeks to empower women and youth across the country through agricultural development. As part of efforts to install a culture of world-class physical planning and development among the younger generation, the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority, LASPA, under the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development, has launched a sensitization campaign targeting secondary schools across the state. The initiative was officially flagged off by the Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Oluyinka Olumide, who led a delegation of senior officials from the Ministry and the LASPA to select schools within Ikeja. Olumide said the initiative aligns with the ministry's mandate on public advocacy and sensitization, emphasizing that it aims to deepen students' understanding and appreciation of orderly physical development. He pointed out that comprehensive master plans have been documented for every part of the state to ensure coordinated growth. The commissioner further revealed that the sensitization program would culminate in an inter-school competition, during which students with demonstrable knowledge of physical planning process will be rewarded and encouraged. Also speaking, the permanent secretary, Office of Physical Planning, Olumide Shotere, noted that the goal is to catch the student young and help them appreciate the significance of physical planning early in life. On his part, General Manager of LASPA, Kehinde Oshinaike, said the sensitization drive reinforces the state government's commitment to enlightenment and public engagement, countering the perception that government is focused only on enforcement. He expressed gratitude to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for approving the school sensitization initiative and voiced consistent support of physical planning and permit processes. That Lagos State government, through the Office of the Chief of Staff and the Project Implementation and Monitoring Unit, has organized a high-level three-day stakeholders retreat themed From Concept to Completion, Best Practices in Project Lifecycle Management at Ekpe. The event brought together key decision makers and implementers from across ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs in the state, private sector partners, and development stakeholders in collaboration with the Project Management Institution, USA. While declaring the event open, the Chief of Staff to Governor of Lagos State, Tayo Ayinde, noted the timelessness of its theme and its alignment with the state's strategic priorities. The Chief of Staff stressed that the project lifecycle management is not just a technical requirement, but the bedrock of sustainable development, adding that proper planning, execution, monitoring, and evaluation are critical to delivering infrastructure and services that stand the test of time and meet the needs of citizens. The retreat featured participation from members of the State Executive Council, heads of agencies and parastatals, political aides to the governor, and representatives of PMI Sub-Saharan Africa, alongside expert facilitators and stakeholders. And now to the rest of the stars. The federal government has invested over 200 billion naira in the agricultural sector as part of its efforts to boost food production and ensure national food security. The Minister of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kayari, said the intervention was also given out free of charge. Said the intervention was also given out free of charge and 2,150,000 to support farmers across the country. Kayari also revealed that the ministry distributed fertilizers worth over 2.15 million naira to farmers nationwide to support cultivation and improve yield. The minister commended the government of the Gambia for seeking a partnership with Nigeria aimed at improving food production and economic growth. He added that the journey towards food sufficiency in Nigeria has not been easy, but noted significant progress have been made with the support of development partners such as the Food and Agriculture Organization and the World Bank. The rector of Yaba College of Technology, Ibrahim Abdul, and the rector of the Federal Polytechnic, Ilaru Mukail Akinde, has called for the urgent need to integrate artificial intelligence into Nigeria's technical education system to equip students with future-ready skills and boost national development. Speaking at a public lecture themed Technical Education and National Development, the place of AI, its credibility, trust, and transparency, held at the Yaba College of Technology, Lagos, the rector stressed AI's transformative power and the importance of ethical deployment in education. Abdel said the future of education, especially technical education, is inseparably linked to technology, and most notably artificial intelligence, explaining that AI, when properly integrated into learning systems, can enhance innovation, support applied research, and prepare students to meet the demands of a fast-evolving labor market. He warned that the use of AI must be guided by ethical principles to prevent misuse and bias. And in foreign news, President Donald Trump says United States military has carried out a very successful attack on 3 Iranian nuclear sites, including the crucial underground uranium enrichment facility at Fordo. Trump said a full payload of bombs was dropped on Fordo, and a surprise announcement that came just 2 days after he had apparently opened a 2-week window for diplomacy. President Trump said all planes are safely on their way home, congratulating the great American warriors. He also described it as a historic moment for the United States, Israel, and the world. And in sport, Super Eagles midfielder Wilfred Ndidi in partnership with Nathaniel Idowu Foundation, played host to 3,000 young football talents at the new Makana Stadium at Ajegunle, Lagos, as they continue their holidays at home. Tagged 2025 Makana Children's Fest with Indidi and friends, the Leicester City player was joined by some of the Super Eagles teammates, including Captain William Trust Ekong, Victor Osimhen, and Victor Boniface. The 19-pitch facility was in use simultaneously during the event, hosting about 156 matches at intervals. Ndidi, a Super Eagles teammate, and other dignitaries like the Lagos State Head of Service, Bodiagoro, also joined the young players for 2 exhibition matches. Ndidi reflected on his humble beginning as a motivation to keep inspiring next generation. The Super Eagles captain Trust Ekong also stressed the importance of collaboration among the players in giving back to the society. Just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on my Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Solo administration initiated the Lagos State Employability Support Project to address the labor skill gap and unemployment problems? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijake Sanwo-Olu, has encouraged women across the state to adopt urban agricultural practices within their homes to promote food security, improve household nutrition, and support environmental sustainability. The federal government has invested over 200 billion naira in the agricultural sector as part of its efforts to boost food production and ensure national food security. We also told you that President Donald Trump said United States military has carried out a very successful attack on 3 Iranian nuclear sites, including the crucial underground uranium enrichment facility at Fordo. And in sport, Super Eagles midfielder Wilfred Ndidi, in partnership with Nathaniel Idowu Foundation, played host to 300 young football talents at the new Makana Stadium at Ajegunle, Lagos, as they continue their holidays at home. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adesanya Ajoyoka. I am Sarah Adesanya. Thank you for listening.